we're straight out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight. Yeah. Just a bunch of John Deere junkies getting funky to some old Hank. Nothing been stuck in the mud that we can't hook up to a rusty chain in the sun or in the rain. Yeah, it's the kind of thing, you know, we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads, nobody got.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Two running backs will take the field today in hopes of leading their team to victory out on that field. It's the Seahawks going up against the Jaguars. With that, let's get up to EverBank Field in Jacksonville. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and EverBank Field here in Jacksonville. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Seattle Seahawks and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Jacksonville. Tyler Lockett now with a return. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes Russell Wilson leading the offense. Just this past week in Seattle, his teammates named him the offensive captain. No surprise there. And they are going to need their captain this season.
He has led them his entire career, and he stayed on the field. Hasn't had very many injuries or missed much time. And they need that to continue to happen as he continues to get better in the pocket, because behind him, Trevon Boykin, undrafted free agent from TCU. Wow, that's quite a gamble. But remember, Boykin's playing style, similar to Russell Wilson. So when they call plays, you don't have to change very much.
A good pickup there, a 22. Good throw, good catch, and the post route successful for the offense.
Really difficult on the defender. He got moved out of the middle of the field and tried to scramble to recover, but it was too late to stop the completion.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And the grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he's brought down. 20 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Seattle first.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola. And then, of course, to Stanford. And, boy, he's been good. On first down, Wilson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse. And it'll be 2nd and 10. And this offense often hinges on one of the best tight ends in the league, and that's Jimmy Graham.
I think he made up for lost time when he got to the NFL, because in college he was mainly a basketball player, a defender who couldn't score. Now he's flipped it around in the NFL. Every time he touches the ball, he's a threat to score.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. And time to take a look at the Jaguar defense.
No surprise at all that a Penn State linebacker named Paul Posluszny usually leads his team in tackles.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he placates Luke Wilson. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
And that catch there by Luke Wilson goes for a first down, and he's really developed and come on. Now, remember, Jimmy Graham, who was expected to be the key tight end for Russell Wilson, he was hurt most of 2015. Luke Wilson really jumped his game up.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Second down here after the incomplete pass. Second and 10 now. Wilson. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's brought down. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
First and goal. They'll try to run with Rawls. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment defense.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Second down, the ball on the 2 here, 2nd and goal. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Well, we looked at each other right when he flipped. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down. But I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Offside defense. A penalty is declined.
Stephen Hauschka for the point after. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. On the return, this is Denard Robinson. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by their quarterback from Central Florida. It's Blake Bortles.
I don't care how many accolades you had in college. There's no such thing as a can't-miss quarterback. But Blake Bortles has shown in his time in the NFL that he's a guy that you can build a team around.
They come out here in the eye. On the ground, this is T.J. Yeldon. And his first carry, he loses the football. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
And here comes the Jags defense as they get back out there. And it's the first quarter, but they gave up the score last time. How important is it here not to fall 2 scores behind?
Extremely important, because not only are you trying to avoid being in a big deficit to start this game off, you also want to get into a pattern where that offense has the advantage. You've got to find a way to turn things around. This is the series to begin that.
And we'll see if they can keep them off the scoreboard here for a second time. And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football, complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. Hauschka now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Another pistol look here. They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And now the starting lineup for the offense. And Julius Thomas highlighted, my friend.
Brandon, he's one of the latest in a long line of basketball players turned football players who have had great success. And he uses those basketball skills to get open in his pass routes.
They go play action for Yeldon. Now it's Bortles. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
Throwing on first down is Bortles. And it's incomplete. T.J. Yeldon, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. And a look at Seattle's defense.
When Bobby Wagner's career is said and done, people are going to look back and say he was an absolute steal in the NFL draft. A Pro Bowl player for any team.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
3rd down now following the completed pass. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. It's caught right side. It's Hearns. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A 1st down carry now for Yeldon. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. 1 quarter in the books. 14-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
A nickel look by Seattle on 3rd down.
Yep, 5 defensive backs now. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. And he finds Julius Thomas. 18 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a 1st down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. On 1st down, Bortles. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he showed some fancy footwork on the juke, but then quickly taken down. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 2nd down, here's Yeldon. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. To throw is Bortles. And he is going to be hit and take job. Defense finds someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On now is Jason Myers, 26 of 30 as a rookie last year. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Well, that pressure came right up the middle. Remember the good old days when they would scheme to make sure that they smacked the guy snapping the ball? And you know, he had his head down. He's kind of in a vulnerable spot. Rules prevent that now. So you have to go about it a little bit differently, but you can still get pressure there.
And almost always, when you see somebody get to the ball, it comes off the edge. They're able to sneak through the middle of the line. Hard to believe.
Yeah, cardinal rule broken, isn't it? Right up the middle. That's supposed to be a place you protect the most.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dan Skuta. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Again, it's Yeldon. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. Touchdown, Jaguars. T.J. Yeldon, 49 yards. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And they get 28 yards on that one. And that'll be good for a Seattle first down. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at second down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. Again on 2nd and 10. It's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 44 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
Offside. Defense. Automatic first down.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Bortles now on 1st down. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. They got spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Jags a 1st down. And quickly, they get to the line. They go play action here on 1st down. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro free safety, Earl Thomas. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Rolls the lone man in the backfield. Now it's Wilson. It's complete to Lockett. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Whenever I see an in-route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards them that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. A good pickup there, 22. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. And the offense moving quickly to the line. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. Second down following the incompletion. Second and 10 now, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And he'll find some space up to about the 25. So we've come upon halftime with the visiting Seahawks. They're out in front as we send you downstate to Orlando to check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Jaguars are on the bad end of things at home, but will have 2 quarters to turn it around. The Seahawks deserve to be ahead, but will need to put together another strong half. All right, here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half. 1st and 10. Ball's going to be up for grabs here. He takes off and picks up 42 yards. Offense out now after the fumble. It's going to be Wilson to Baldwin on the deep ball. And that goes as a 26-yard touchdown. Seahawks up now by 14. 3rd down from the 42. The quick pass, it's complete, and he'll end up picking up 18 yards on the play. But they'd be unable to capitalize, missing a field goal later on the drive. After that turnover, under pressure here, the pass is picked off. Scooters is happy to come away with the pick, ending the drive. Offense on the field now after the INT. He's got to get into the open, and he's going for the 49-yard touchdown. Trailing now by just a touchdown. Seahawks now they have it at the 45. Lockett's found on the quick pass and catched it, and it leads to a touchdown. The lead now at 14. After the INT, offense comes out now under duress, and the pass is picked off. Gibson's in position, and he's the one who comes away with the ball. So that'll do it from here in Orlando for the second half kickoff. Let's get back upstate to Jacksonville and Brandon Dyer.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Here comes Grant on the return. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. And the Seahawks defense heads back out there now. They look good in the first half. They'll be looking to carry that momentum over into half number 2.
Finish a game the way you started it. That's typically the message at halftime when things are going well. You've done everything you're expected to do. How about a little bit more of that in the second half? But be aware they may throw something different at you to begin things.
Yeah, 50% of the equation still left to go. Second half begins with a run by Yeldon. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Bortles gives to Yeldon on the draw. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
A nickelback added defensively as they look to stop this third action. Now it's Bortles. He's going to air one out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Our eyes shift to the defense of the Jaguars now.
And now Big Mo's wearing a shirt of their color. They're hoping to continue that momentum in their direction, but maybe another pick.
Who's Big Mo? He's momentum, right?
Momentum. And right now, he's hugging them.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. And, you know, one storyline that will be interesting to track, just switching gears here for a second while we have a moment, is 7 coaches with new teams this year in the NFL. See how that plays out as the regular season gets going.
And they got to their present assignment so many different ways. Chip Kelly getting a second opportunity in the NFL after Philadelphia. He's in San Francisco now. Ben McAdoo's offense was so good in New York, they retained him and moved him up after Tom Coughlin left. How about going to Cleveland? Hugh Jackson. He now gets to work with Robert Griffin III and try to resurrect the Browns. And Adam Gase, the quarterback whisperer, takes over in Miami with Ryan Tannehill.
And now a first down following that long gain. And the play clock's running down. Now it's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett. And he's brought down after a good gain. A very solid gain of 27. And now they're in the hurry-up. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense. Still 2nd down.
So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long. On 2nd down. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third. On third and long, it's Bortles. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Returnable for Lockett. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Wilson, and incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free, and brings up third down. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down. On third down, Wilson. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down. We have played 3 quarters, but we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Here's John Ryan now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And look at this. It's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Well, not only did they try to fake it, they put the ball in the arm of their punter, and it didn't work out.
Not the quarterback.
No.
The punter.
Yeah.
It is so funny because when it works, genius. When it doesn't work, not so smart.
Not so genius.
In this case, not so genius, but I do admire that he went for it.
A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
He was trying to hit Rashad Green, and that's going to bring up a third down.
3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
An expecting pass. Now Bortles again, and he finds Julius Thomas. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get, they've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Bortles to throw on second down. Lee's got it over the middle. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Into the red zone. It's Bortles. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
And they put it in the end zone, which was job one. Now they have to convert. And then it's decision time, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is what all teams go through. You look at the clock, you're inside 2 minutes, look at your timeouts, make that onside kick decision.
Yeah, how do you feel about your defense, where you are in terms of the scoreboard, and the time left on the clock, as you noted, so many things to go through.
It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Lockett the return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complimentary?
Tyler Lockett past the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Now Hausch could attack on the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Here's Robinson. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. They send Thomas out to the right by himself. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's the Pro Bowl cornerback, Richard Sherman. And who else to make the big play to seal this victory but Richard Sherman?
He does have an exquisite sense of timing, doesn't he? He loves the spotlight, loves the big stage, really feels no pressure when there's a big play that needs to happen, and he just did another one right there. Remember when he knocked one away to seal an NFC Championship game against San Francisco?
Yep.
And that was really kind of the big arrival on stage for the rest of the world was that play in that game for Richard Sherman.
And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really...
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. On the ground, rolls. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Thomas rolls with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Hauschka now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On second down, here's Bortles. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. It'll be a gain of 11, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. They go play action for Yeldon. Now it's Bortles. He's got the hook up to Lee. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
This is Yeldon on the dump off. Call it a 3-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Throwing is Bortles. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. It'll be a gain of 6, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. We're still in search of the 1st down after that last completion. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Bortles to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught inside the 5. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Bortles to throw once more. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Cliff Averill in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on 4th and goal. All right, Charles, so you win the game. Not only do you get the W in the left-hand column, you get some momentum for the coming week.
Now when you go into the week and you're telling the guys what mistakes have to be corrected, what we have to do to win going forward, you have their full attention. They're excited, they're happy, and they know if they can build that momentum, they can ultimately achieve all their goals.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.